there, I'm Connor, I'm Off the Cuff, and today I am talking to you about Risen. Risen stars Joseph Fiennes as Claudius, a Roman tribune who is the right-hand man of Pontius Pilate, and Jesus is crucified, and then his body goes missing, and naturally, as a Roman, he's got to find the body and present it to Pontius Pilate to stop this whole notion of Christianity, to stop it before it ever begins. So what did I think of Risen? You know what, as far as faith-based movies go, this is the best one I've seen in a very long time. I won't go as far as to say it's that good. I don't think it is good, but I don't think it's bad at all. I think this is a movie that it's a very much a mixed bag, and there's some good, some bad. Let's get into it. What was good about this movie is Joseph Fiennes. Joseph Fiennes gave a great performance. He's subdued, he's reserved, and he gives nuance to this character. Now, we never really developed this character beyond he's cynical and world-weary and just looking for peace. Outside of that, we never really get anything about him. But through Joseph Fiennes' performance, he embodies that, and we see that through him in every scene. So he was probably the best thing about this movie. But also, I was impressed with the production of this movie. The costumes look really nice. The sets look surprisingly good. There's a good amount of location shooting. Then this movie also has some decent makeup effects. I like how they hired actors who look like they would live in that location. It's not whitewashed. I mean, yeah, Joseph Fiennes and everything, but you know, the Jewish people are played by Jewish people. That was kind of nice. But on the flip side, where the stuff doesn't necessarily get all that good is, I don't think it actually looks like a movie, unfortunately. There is some questionable CGI work here. You know, you can't necessarily do all of this in camera and practical. And this computer visual effects do show in contrast to the on-location shooting and practical sets. And the movie, I don't know if they're using outdated cameras or they're not shooting at the right frame rate. It looked like 24 frames a second, but I don't know if it's an out-of-date digital camera. The movie just didn't look like a movie. I felt like I was looking at current actors in costume, playing Bible times with their friends on these sets that somebody built. I didn't feel like I was transported to that time period like I did in, say, The Witch. But there's also some other good things. I think this movie actually, surprisingly enough, has a lot of respect for its audience. It doesn't pander to its audience. And I think, honestly, it respects its audience a little too much. I'm not trying to insult anybody by saying that. But at the screening I attended, they actually call Jesus Yeshua. They actually call him Yeshua. Like, for real? They're actually doing that in a relatively big budget, faith-based, wide release movie, and they did it. But you know, when they say, what was his name? Yeshua. Somebody behind me went, huh? I thought his name was Jesus. That happened. I also think I also do like the balls this movie has. Like they show crucifixions. They don't show, you know, like the spear going into his side, but they show the spear going up to his side, and then they cut away to people, you know, to reaction shots. But you know, there's dead bodies, and there's actual like practical fires. Like this movie has a vision, and I feel like I can see a lot of effort being put into it. So I have a lot of admiration and respect for how this movie was made. I just don't think it was all that successful in the visual execution. It might have been just a little too ambitious for what they were given. But as far as the story goes, this is kind of where things get a little on the bad side. This movie is being billed as the greatest manhunt in human history. They're trying to find Jesus! The Romans are trying to find the body of Jesus. And, yeah, that part is only like half of the movie. This movie, I thought, you know, structurally speaking, the structure of this movie is good. The problem is what happens in that frame, because the script I don't think is all that good. I do think the script has a lot of good humor. It keeps the tone light, but that's mostly due to the direction, I feel. When it becomes the whole manhunt element, they call in witnesses, the witnesses give them vague answers, let them go. They get in a new witness gives them vague answers, they let them go. And then after, when, you know, lather, rinse, repeat, then when, okay, where we finish the whole manhunt thing, then it becomes, oh look, oh my god, Jesus is risen from the grave. Like, he's still alive. I saw him dead. Oh my gosh, Jesus is gonna be here at this time. Let's go. Oh my god, that's Jesus. Jesus is a miracle. Isn't that awesome? Look at Jesus is doing another miracle. Isn't that awesome? Look at Jesus is doing another miracle. Isn't that awesome? Oh, Jesus is gone. He's gonna be here next. Let's go. And it gets very repetitive, and I don't feel like the movie's actually doing anything. I don't feel like there was a story being told. I don't feel like this was bringing out any of Clavius's character. I mean, Joseph Fiennes is reduced to just a bunch of reaction shots. In the end, Risen is a mixed bag. I respect the ambition. I do like I really like Joseph Fiennes' performance. I think the direction is good. I just feel this thing is really underhanded by some problematic storytelling and a pretty weak script. I'm going to give Risen a 5 out of 10. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I'm Connor. See you later.